Welcome to the Redefine Podcast.
Okay, welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Happy podcast day. Thank you for tuning in. Welcome to all our new listeners. And of course, if you're an existing listener and or viewer, welcome back. Welcome back. Thanks for tuning in. Question everything. That's what we're going to talk about today. And okay, so not in the question everything and there's a couple of things that I'm going to right off the bat tell you what I'm not going to talk about today. Questioning everything in terms of questioning authority and questioning, government and all these things, because that's not the level of thinking that I want you at. That's like deep diving into and falling into rabbit holes of conspiracy and trying to question people's intentions and motives, especially for people controlling things and who's pulling the levers and everything. Like none of that, I think, should be anything that you spend your mental energy on, because it's that level of questioning everything is, it's really not productive at the very least. At the very worst, you can get pulled into some really ridiculous rabbit holes that affect your whole outlook and then how you behave in society. So no, that's not what I'm talking about today when I say question everything. It's really a matter in our context of redefine is questioning yourself. Right? Questioning yourself, asking yourself why. And really, I want to really boil it down to asking yourself why you do what you do, like at any given moment in time and this requires a lot of self-awareness and being in the moment and like being aware of what you're doing right now and just being present, to be able to just ask yourself, why are you doing what you're doing at this very moment? Backtracking though, however, it's not necessarily a causality that I want you to question. Like, why am I behaving this way? Why am I acting this way? Why am I feeling this way? Let's find the root cause. That's not what I do here on the show. I'm not a therapist. I'm not, a psychiatrist or psychologist. If that's something that you need to do, if there's past traumas that you feel like you need to address and need to explore to move forward, then there are professionals that can help you do that. And I encourage you to seek professional help if that's something that you want to pursue. The why that I am talking about today is really just the purpose, right? Why am I doing what I'm doing right now? What is the purpose? What is the intention? And I want you to do this. I want you to practice this exercise because a lot of times we are really, again, unaware, right? We have no idea why we do the things we do. They're just kind of on autopilot, or, they're a result of a distracted mind, or it's old habits and old programming, old patterns that haven't brought our level of awareness of. And so therefore we keep doing these things that you do on a day-to-day, and if they go unquestioned, maybe getting in the way of your productivity, maybe getting in the way of potential changes that you can make to get you closer towards your goal. So I really, really want you to ask yourself, and again, this exercise pulls your awareness and pulls your thoughts into being present, right? It really requires a high level of being present and being aware to have this level of introspection and self-examination. And to me, that's really key. Having this high level of awareness for self-examination and introspection is like absolutely critical and essential to making changes. Because if you're not aware of why you're doing what you're doing, or the intention behind it, at least not the causality, but the intention behind it, then you could potentially end up filling your day doing with a bunch of things that you aren't really doing on purpose or with any specific intention. For me, I always try to do that. And this is part of maybe the efficiency equation that I've developed over the years for myself, is like, what am I doing right now? And is it contributing to the goals and the things that I want to achieve, the changes that I want to make in my life? And so the why question is really important in this. Like, why am I doing what I'm doing? Why am I recording this podcast and going to go through the trouble of producing it and releasing it? Well, it's to help you, number one, and to help anybody else who might happen to listen, and also just to get my face out there, to get these messages out there, to build the community, right? So I have an intention and a purpose behind what I'm doing, as opposed to, again, it being something that's on autopilot or as a result of just having a distracted mind or old habits and patterns, right? So, and then the final message for this entire topic is I want as much as possible for the things that you do throughout your day. Number one, to to be present and to have that awareness, and then so that you can make sure that everything that you do has purpose and intention, and that it's not just some frivolous action that you happen to be doing. Now, I know, we all have to do our laundry, we all have to cook dinner and all this stuff, but beyond those kind of basic necessities, what am I doing right now? And is it why am I doing it? And is it leading and is it helping me getting closer to my dreams and goals? Or is it something that can wait so that I can do something more important that can help me get closer to my dreams and goals, right? So really ask yourself why. Take the time, take a pause and ask yourself why. Why am I doing what I'm doing right now? And is it something that has intention and purpose behind it? And is it something that is going to help me get closer to the changes that I want to make in my life? If not, then maybe potentially you can put it off until until later in the day, or maybe even another day, right? Or do without the specific habit or pattern and reprogram it out of your OS and out of your daily kind of actions, and that way you're going to find yourself wasting less and less time. You're going to have more and more time as a result, actually, to dedicate to the things that you need to dedicate time to, again, to move you closer to the changes that you want to make in life. So that's it. It's a real short one. There's been lots on my plate, but I wanted to get this out there because it's really important. I want you to develop a high level of awareness and presence so that you can be more intentional and purposeful with the things that you do, the things that you fill your day with. And ultimately, you'll be able to more and more fill your days doing things that you want to do, as opposed to the things that you have to do. So that's my message for today. Of course, more from me on Thursday, which is going to be the next episode. So until then, be well, be safe. We'll see you in the next episode.